Khan, shalom, shalom. Shalom. To the house of Israel, all right, to all the brothers and the sisters, okay? We're out here again, you know, cold season, you know. You have to go through it, man. That's part of the labor, and that's part of the husbandry, you know. Well, before we start, we're gonna turn to the east, and we're gonna give our praises. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Waha, Dash. All right. Double honors to the apostle and the elders of GMS. All right. And also all the apostles. You know, that's in the truth, all the elders that's in the truth, who are doing the work, you know, who are calling the name Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, who are following the right doctrines, you know, who are in the spirit. All right, peace and salutation to the brothers to the brothers, to the warriors, the Gabarium, okay, all across the globe, all around the globe, all the continents, you know, the four corners of the earth, all right, doing this work, who are in the law. Right? Shalom, Wahab to the brothers and the sisters, okay, who are awaiting the return of our Lord and Savior, Yahushua Mashiach. Alright? It's a long way, but you can see that something is happening. This year, 2022, the Most High show us His mercy, His grace, by allowing the media, you know, to bring forth the truth, you know, using, you know, some Israelites of renown. You know, the Bible says in Sirach 13 and 23 that when a rich man speaks, everyone listen to it. His allocution, his word, you know, are extolled. Okay, but that was done, you know, for a greater purpose. We've been out in the street, a lot of our brothers been in the street for 30 years, the elders been in the truth for 30 years plus. Some been in the truth for 10 years, you know, and some of us been in the truth going 4 years now, and some been in the truth for less than 1 year, or going 1 year, or, you know, 1 year plus. You know, like Yahushua said himself. What did he say? He said that, you know, the harvest, you know, is plenty, but there's few laborers. Isn't that what he said? That's what he said, man.
Harvest is plentiful.
The harvest is plentiful.
Laborers are few.
But, you know, Jake, man, some will come out when, like, you know, get Hosea 5 and 15, my love. The book of Hosea 5 and 15, man. Let's read this word, you know. When you ready, read it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Hosea chapter 5, verse 15.
Bring that out.
I will go and return.
So Yahweh, her power, Abanawa, saying he will go and return. Yeah, carry on.
I will go and return to my place.
I'll go and return to my place, right?
Till they acknowledge their offense.
Till they acknowledge their offense. And that's the reason why they're out here, you know, spreading the word, because like I always say, these words are spirits. People might not listen to it or might not stop and inquire, but at the end of the day, these words being spirit, what they do, they're going around, you know, Brixton, they're going around, Tawny, they're going around, Croydon, they're going around the whole country, the whole world, touching the heart, the soul, and the spirit of those who are supposed to be in this truth. So it's still a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing, man. Even if you're right there doing the work like you're crazy, at the end of the day, you know, hello, my sister. Do you know that you're an Israelite? Do you know that you're an Israelite? Well, just know that, you know. That's our sisters, man, and our brothers. You know, they know, acknowledge. That's exactly what's going on. Read it, man.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on, man.
And seek my face.
Right?
In their affliction.
And seek my face. You see, when Esau roll up on us, because Esau, contrary to us, Esau knows what's going on. Esau knows who we are, and Esau knows that if we unite, meaning if we get in our rightful place, and we started to do the work, and started to worship Yahweh, then we lose the kingdom. So obviously, the pressure is how can you say that?
Building up.
The pressure is building up. So at some point, like 2 Ezra 16 says, there will be like madmen, man, sparing not. That's when the Israelite men and the Israelite women, you know, the families in them, will wake up and will want to know about the truth. But what does the Most High say? Carry on, man.
In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Right, so in the affliction, they will seek me early. Alright? So now they will wake up early, and meaning like they will have the will and the motivation, you know, to return to the Most High. But when you read Proverbs 1, you know, go to Proverbs 1 quickly. Not through the Spirit, obviously we go showing prepared, but through the Spirit, you know. Go, what does it say? Let's see, what does 27 says? Go all the way to 27. Yeah, so, you know, read from 26.
This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 26.
Right?
I also will laugh at their calamity.
I also will laugh at the calamity. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will laugh at the calamity, man. And I'm talking about the so-called black men, women, and the so-called black and so-called Hispanic, Latinos, men and women. You Native American in that. Alright? Carry on.
I will mock when your fear comes.
Right. Right? When you get serious, he will mock you, man. When you get serious and even you like you're desperate, you know, to find salvation, to find help, he won't act. He will let you die. He will let you in a messed up situation, man. You know, carry on.
Verse 27.
Right?
When your fear cometh as desolation.
So when your fear cometh as desolation, right?
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
And your destruction coming as a what?
Whirlwind.
Right?
When distress
and when you mean worrying, you mean like, you know, it will be bad, man. It will be very bad. You will feel it. 2020, when the COVID-19 happened. It was bad. People couldn't go to work. People couldn't go out. A lot of people were stressed. People were confused. They were scared. They were like, "What's going on?" It's like the words stopped. Life stopped. Staying still. You're like, "What's going on?" So that's a worrying, and that's nothing compared to that worrying that's coming, man. So carry on.
Whirlwind.
When
the stress and anguish cometh upon you.
So when the what?
When the stress and anguish
right
cometh upon you.
Right.
Verse 28. Then shall they come upon me.
Then shall they call upon me, carry on.
Yeah. Then shall they call upon me.
Then shall they call upon me, right?
But I will not answer.
But I will not answer, right? Because when we were out there doing the work, you weren't considering, man. You know, we were in Tesco. People might say, yeah, but you're kind of like, you know, a bit off the street. We were over there in Tesco, right? We were over there in Tesco. Who came to us, man? Apart from you, Mitch, and a few brothers that I don't even see anymore, you know, who came to inquire? No one. So that can make no difference whether we're in front of Tesco or here. Because they won't inquire, they don't like the truth, man. Carry on.
They shall seek me, they shall seek me early.
They shall seek me, see? They shall seek me early. So in Hosea 5:15, it said the same thing, right? So carry on, but what does he say though? Because brother will read that and they will say, yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because you know, like Jake is wait. Say, I'm gonna wait until calamity comes, and I'm gonna come to the Yahweh. And Yahweh will accept me. I will do my thing, I know the truth, I'll be pocket watching. But when it comes time to do the thing, to be serious, then I'll be serious. But what does Yahweh say for people who think that they're clever?
They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
See that? So when you come to Yahweh, you won't find him, man. So for you so-called blacks and so-called, Hispanic and Latinos and Native American, you better take heed to the voice of the Lord, man. You better take heed to the voice of the Lord before it's too late. Gotta understand that you're in Babylon, and that the Babylonian ain't gonna let you rise. All right. So the title of these lessons is "The End of the Babylonians' Ways and the Rise of Biblical Values." And by the way, there's been a survey, like a little study, and they found out that Christianity is down, man.
What, declining?
Yeah, it's declining, man. People don't care about Christianity anymore. And it's the rise of other belief. But you have to read between the lines. What does it mean? It's the rise of the Israelites. They'll put others so people don't understand what it means, but it means that we are rising up, man. And they know that. Plus, the Amalek published, an article regarding, the Israelites, man. So they've been watching us, man. They're watching us more and more because we are rising up, man. The fake Christianity with a white Jesus, and the immaculate birth, all of that is going down the drain. People are starting to wake up, man. People are starting to know that they're Israelite, which is a beautiful thing. And by the grace of Yahweh, we'll keep doing the work, We'll keep harvesting, we'll keep, calling the brothers and the sisters to the call. They need to come and join this cause, man. Because a great kingdom is coming. The kingdom of Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahawashi. The kingdom of Yasharallah. Israel. Okay? So now, let's go to is it Genesis 3 and 8? What are Genesis 3 and 8? No, Genesis 2 and 8. Let me see what it says, man. What does it say? Right. So let me read it from verse 6. Verse 7.
It's Genesis chapter 2, verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground,
right,
and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life.
Right, so he breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. But when you read Genesis 1, it tells you about men that he created. So the other nations were created. But then Yahweh created Adam is our forefather. Adam is our ancestor, man. So that's when you put the breath, that breath represents what? The truth. So the law. So we always been a people of the law. That at that time the law is written where? In our hearts. The reason why it was written on those scrolls at some point is for us to go back to it. But the most I knew that we were going to go into slavery and that we will forget about ourselves, right? So we found it, man. We found His truth. We found the law. But in the beginning, we were the one that kept the law. That's why then other nations can do whatever they want. Now, finish it off and read verse 8.
And breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
Right.
Verse 8. And the Lord Jehovah planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed.
Right, and when you look at the garden, that's like around the corner of Africa. Jerusalem, all of Israel, all the way down, man. And I believe it's in is it Exodus or Numbers 34, something like that. I need to look it.
Yeah.
That he talks about that, man, because Moses did tell us about, the measurement, the location of Israel,
Eden.
of Eden. Because Eden is Israel, man.
What's it like?
Eden
Africa,
is Israel.
Saudi-
That area, Middle East, East Africa, that area, Northeast Africa, that area, that's where it is. But there's brothers that say that, oh, you know, like that guy who did from Negroes to from Hebrew to Negroes. What does he say?
Harry Evan or the actor?
Yo, yes, man. Just know that you're in Israel, my brother. All right, you're in Israel, probably from the tribe of Benjamin, man. Okay, and we're gonna rise up. We're gonna keep on rising up. Okay, so that's the beginning, man. So in the beginning, we had the law, we had the knowledge. But what happened through, you know, how different activities? What happened? We lost it, man. You understand? We lost it. So now, what is the breath of life? We're gonna talk about the breath of life, man.
Let's go.
All right, go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 3. You know, 2nd Ezra, chapter 3. And let's start 2, man. The breath of life, the knowledge that you Israelites, you Negroes and Hispanic are neglecting. Because you've been in Esau land for too long. You've been in the white man land for too long. You forgot about yourself. But the Most High, He's coming back, man. He's gonna remind you before He destroys you, man.
What?
You know?
Chapter what?
Chapter 3.
Verse.
And start 2, man. We're gonna start 2. We're gonna do the work, you know. We're gonna read a little bit. You know? Yeah, let's go, Malak. Let's go, man.
Verse 3, L2.
Let's start 2. Let's start 2 and then let's go all the way.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 3,
Right?
verse 2.
Uh-huh.
For I saw the desolation in Zion, and the wealth of them that dwell at Babylon. Verse 3. And my spirit was so moved. So that,
Read verse 2 again because that's powerful, man. So I saw the desolation, man.
yeah,
That's us. He saw us right now catching hell, being in slavery, you know, being colonized, you know, living in hardship. Because we lost the breath, man. We're not breathing anymore like we used to breathe, you know, before. Because the breath, you understand as you read that that's the law, the commandment. That was our knowledge. That was our weapon, our secret weapon. Whenever we kept the law, no other nation could play with us, man. From 2.
2. This is 2nd Ezra,
Yeah.
chapter 3,
That's right.
verse 2. For I saw the desolation of Zion,
Right?
and the wealth of them that dwell at Babylon.
You see that? And that's Babylon today, man. So the prophet Ezra, he saw that, man. He saw our suffering. Carry on.
Verse 3. And my spirit was so moved,
Yeah.
so that I began to speak words full of fear to the Most High.
Right. So he was so shook by what he saw that he started to pray to the Most High, man. Like, what's going on, man? What's going on with our people, man? I can't believe our people because he saw the future of our people. You know? He saw the future, the last captivity, man. That captivity. You know? Carry on.
And said, verse 4, O Lord, who bearest rule,
Right?
thou speakest at the beginning,
Yeah.
when thou didst plant the earth,
Right?
and that thyself alone, and commandest the people.
Right?
Verse 5, and gave us a body unto Adam,
Right? And gave us a body to Adam, carry on.
without soul,
Without soul, carry
which
on.
was the workmanship of thine hands,
Right?
and didst breathe into him.
You see that? So the other nation,
Yeah.
right? They were living, being creatures. They were men, but they didn't have the soul, the spirit that allow you to be, you know, a god. That allow, because to be a god is to know how the system of the universe works, how the spiritual mathematics works. And by keeping the law, you're able to control your body, and control the world around you. And that's what we lost. That's why we are at the bottom today. Carry on.
And didst breathe into him the breath of life.
Right.
And he was made living before thee.
See that?
Verse 6. And thou leddest him into paradise,
Right.
which thy right hand had planted
Right.
before ever the earth came forward.
Right. So that's how the Most High made us in the beginning. You know, what paradise mean? What does paradise mean? Paradise mean, you know, a word of harmony, a realm of harmony, where the man controls everything by the law that is keeping. Because when you keep the law, even the earth is pleased when you keep the law, man. Yeah. The reason why the earth is crying today because the wrong people are, you know, in rulership. You know? Carry on.
Verse 7. And unto him thou gavest commandment to love thy way.
Right? To love thy way. So us as a people, you know, our thing is to love the way of Yahweh, man. Okay? Us as a people, Israelite, we're supposed to love the ways of Yahweh. Okay? Yeah. Carry on.
Which he transgressed.
So we transgressed the law. That's why we know slavery. That's why we are the bottom. That's why we're in ghettos. That's why our women are single. That's why you got single fatherhood, single motherhood. That's why you got our children in gangs and all of that, because we missed something, man. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. Okay, carry on.
Which he transgressed.
Right.
And immediately thou appointest this death in him.
Right. So death is mortality, because first of all, we were immortal, but also death means spiritual death, not being able, all right, to vibrate on that spiritual level. Our people are more sometimes they're more carnal than these heathens, man. Because at least you got the Elamite guy, he worships his God, he's kind of spiritual in a way. The Arab do the Allah, they're kind of spiritual in a way. What does the Israelite man do? What does Jake do? Smoke weed and drink. You know? Yeah, my brother. Just know that you're an Israelite. Just know that you're an Israelite. Right. So carry on.
Thou appointest death in him.
Yeah.
And in his generations, of whom came nations, tribes, people, and kindreds out of number.
Right. So yeah. So read that last part again.
Verse 7. And unto him thou hast gave us commandment to love thy way, which he transgressed. Right. And immediately thou appointest this death in him. Right. And in his generation.
You see that? That's why carry on.
Of whom came nations, tribes, people, and kindreds out of number.
Right. So all of us, the Israelites, whether you're from the Caribbean, whether you're from the North America, South America, West Africa, wherever we scattered in the island of the sea and that. We all know death, man. And not only that, we know spiritual death too. We on the low level, man. How people in the corner all cracked up, drugged up, messed up. How women are slut, harlots. Because we know death now. But the Most High said, listen, I'll have mercy on Jacob, man. He said he will have mercy on us. So now, that's what's happening. We are in the beginning of the rise of the Israelites. So quickly go to Romans 9 before we carry on. Go to Romans 9 and start 24. They call us Negroes. They call us blacks, Africans, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, Specks, nigger. But very soon they will know that we're the Israelite, man. And there will be no doubt about it. You know? Yeah.
It's Romans chapter 9, verse 24.
Right?
Even us, whom he hath called,
Right?
not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
Right?
Verse 25. As he saith also,
That's right.
in Osee, I will call them my people.
I will call them my people,
which were not my people.
Which were not my people.
And her beloved,
right?
Which was not beloved.
Right. So they didn't, no one knows us, man. We're the heathen people right now. You know? We're catching hell when we say that we're Israelite. They don't want us to know because they stole our identity. But very soon it will be anonymous. Very soon it will be no one talking about it because they will know that we're Israelite. Now that you know that you're an Israelite, you're supposed to do something, though. You know, you're supposed to do something. Deuteronomy 10 and 12 quickly before you carry on. And I just appreciate that I'm thinking that's just coming like that. You know, through the Spirit, man. You know that you're an Israelite now, what do? As boring as it might seem, as depressing, like a brother told me, or since I know the truth, they said I know the truth now, like I'm kind of depressed because the truth is depressing. You know, I want to get away, I want to escape. There's no escaping, man. It's get down, it's get down or lay down. You're already suffering, what else do you want, man? Read it, my lad.
It's Romans chapter 10, verse 12. And now,
right,
Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord.
But to fear the Lord.
Thy God.
Thy God, man.
To walk in all his ways.
To walk in all his ways.
And to love him.
And to love him.
And to serve the Lord thy God.
And to serve the Lord thy God.
With all thy heart.
With all thy heart.
With all thy soul.
Right, and with all thy soul. So as a man of the Lord, or no, as an Israelite, I was talking. As an Israelite, I was talking about this like too much. Yeah.
Well, stop it, just close it.
Yeah, that's that way you like
less more.
Yeah, and then when you go out, fire go out, that's good. Yeah, it's good, man. You know, you feel the energy shifting anyway, like you've got that feeling soothing. You know, but it's good to put it out for now, and after that you will carry on. Just for the first minute, you know, the lesson. It helps. Right, so, you know, hey, yo, my brothers, you're the Israelite. You know that, right? Do you know that you're an Israelite? Yes, do you know that? Right. You have to know that you're an Israelite, man. It's very important.
Next generation.
Forget about that Negroes and, you know, Jamaican and Nigerian and Ghanaian. No, you're an Israelite. You're a child of the Most High, man. You're the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. The one that the world ignorantly call Jesus, man. Some nonsense about Jesus. Are you mad? What precept are you supposed to read, my lord? Alright, so let's go down to Proverbs 15 and 9. What does Proverbs 15 and 9 say, man? You know? Proverbs 15 and 9. That's right.
This is Proverbs chapter 15, verse 9. And the way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord.
Right, and the way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord. You have to understand that being in England is a wicked land, man. You know they want you to eat pork, you're not supposed to eat pork. They want you to eat prawn, you're not supposed to eat prawn. They want you to eat to have all those medicine just to kill you. The food is defiled, man. Quickly go to Ezekiel 4 and 13. We're going to come back to that. You know, we're going to come back to that. Yeah? Ezekiel 4 and 13. This defiled food that you eat that make you sick. You know? It's all in the Bible, man. You better come and consult this Bible, man. You better come and start reading the Bible, because the Bible is like, this is what you need. But I got you believe that all the Bible was written by, you know, the white man. No. This is our heritage, man. It's our book. We're taking it back. And we're going to explain it and teach it the right way so you can understand it and grow. and be free, man. You know?
14,
Yeah, 13.
13. Ezekiel chapter 4,
Right.
verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel.
Even them are the say that again?
And the Lord said,
right.
even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread.
Eat the defiled bread, meaning the defiled foods.
Among the Gentiles.
Among the Gentiles, man.
Whither I will drive them.
Right, I will drive them, man. You're my sister. Hello? Don't worry, man. You'll get it soon. You know? So the Most High tell us that through the prophecy of Ezekiel, that, you know, we will eat defiled food, man. That's why we're eating all this garbage, man. GMO food and that. Why? Because we're living in a wicked setting, a wicked society, man, where everything is upside down. You know? Go back now to Proverbs 15:9. You know? Yahweh hates the wicked, man.
It's in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 9.
Right?
The way of the wicked is an abomination.
The way of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. Carry on.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness.
But he loveth him that followeth after righteousness. So we as Israelites, we as Negroes, we as Hispanic Latinos, all right, we must follow the Most High and keep the law. Hello, my sister. Hello. Do you know that you're an Israelite? Definitely. Indeed. Just keep the law to the best of your ability. And salvation will be your portion. You know? See how people know, man. They know. And we have to keep pushing it, man. Alright? Now jump to Proverbs 21 and 21. What does the word say? Proverbs 21 and 21. You know?
This is Proverbs chapter 21, verse 21.
Right.
He that followeth after righteousness and mercy findeth life.
Read that again, man.
Deep still. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 21.
Right.
He that followeth after righteousness.
He that followeth after righteousness
and mercy
findeth life. Findeth life. And that's why we have to love each other now.
Righteousness and honor.
And honor, man.
Sheesh.
Read that again, man.
Powerful.
You know? Read that again.
This is Proverbs chapter 21.
That's right.
Verse 21.
Right.
He that followeth after righteousness.
He that followeth after righteousness
and mercy
findeth
life.
Findeth life.
Righteousness
and
honor.
So we must follow righteousness. Hello, my sister. Hello. Just know that you're an Israelite. Okay? No, don't worry, she knows, but some women, some people are no. They can't really face anything so much. So at least she knows that she's an Israelite. You know? Because she must know that she's an Israelite. You know? That's powerful. So we have to keep the law, Malak, man. It's not easy. It doesn't mean like you're perfect. But you have to try to keep the law. This is our exercise. Alright? You understand now, Malak? So now, you have to understand that Esau know who we are, because the reason there's a report, I forgot it, I think it's a palace report that Christian had back in 2018 and that. And they found out that a lot of people were leaving the black pastors in the church, in the congregation. They found out that the people were leaving the churches because they started to know that they were Israelites. So they're reportable to Esau. And that's how...
For the apostles?
Yes.
Report back to Esau?
Yes. And that's how the COVID-19 came out. Because the fear, Esau was scared, that was like, whoa, there is what? An awakening.
Yeah.
So we have to stop time and create something, and then we'll be able to know what's what. That's why what happened in 2020 is closely related to our awakening, man. Do you understand now, Malak?
Mostly, yeah.
Right. Okay? So we have to grow in this truth. We have to do what we can, man. Alright? We have to do what we can. Let's go to Habakkuk 3:30. You know? Let's wake up our people, man.
And remind me, you just said it again.
Huh?
You just said it again.
Habakkuk.
Not before that.
I said we have to wake up. We have to do it to the best of our ability.
You're saying, do you understand now?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you know, the reason why the word was stopped in 2020 is because of what? Of the fact that these Edomites knew that there's an awakening. Because you have to understand, they know what's going on, you know. They know us, they know our history, they know us. Okay? So they know there was an awakening as well. So they want to stop the war. And very soon, everything that's happening right now is related to the Israelite way. It's to stop us from growing. It's to stop us from reaching the promised land. Okay? Alright?
Habakkuk what?
3:30, man. That's what I just said. What does Habakkuk 3:30 says, mate?
Faith.
2 and 30. Let's see what 2 and 30 is.
Wrong verse.
Let me see what 3 and 6 says. Probably made a mistake when I was doing. Right, so read it from 4. Alright?
Yeah.
Read it from 4. Read it from 1. Let's go.
This is
That's
on
right.
the top.
Yes.
Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 1. A prayer of Habakkuk,
Right?
the prophet upon.
And also, brother, you probably need to pray, man. You need to pray a lot. You know, if you can fast. Right now, you need to fast for those who are in Europe, because in winter, you know, the sundown is very early. 4:15 sundown already. So if you fast, you know, before you know it, boom, you know, you can start eating again. You know, so you have to do that, man. Carry on, Malak. Read it.
Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 1.
Right?
A prayer of Habakkuk,
Uh-huh.
the prophet upon Shigionoth.
Right?
Chapter 2.
Uh-huh.
O Lord,
Uh-huh.
I have heard thy speech
Right?
and was afraid.
Uh-huh.
O Lord,
Right?
revive thy work
Uh-huh.
in the midst of the years.
Right?
In the midst of the years,
Uh-huh.
make known.
Right?
In wrath, remember mercy.
Right, in wrath remember mercy. Right? So the Most High, though He brought us into this wrath, into this captivity, He showed us His wrath and what He's capable of. You know what I'm saying? He will show us mercy, man. Us knowing that we're the Israelite today, hey, that's mercy, man. It could have been worse, man.
Trust me.
It could have been worse, man. You know how the Most High get down, man.
I'm trying.
Taking you from West Africa naked, putting in your boat. Most High ain't playing, man. You know, carry on.
Verse 3. Yahweh came from Yahweh came from Teman,
Right?
and the Holy One of Mount Paran. Selah, his glory, covered the heavens.
You know why he came from Teman? Teman is a people of Esau.
It says.
Read it again. You will learn the literature of Yahweh.
Look. Okay, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3,
Yeah?
verse 3.
Right?
Yahweh came from Teman,
Right.
and the Holy One.
Right. Now stay there. Let me read something so you will understand, because I have to teach you. No. You will understand why he says that.
Okay.
Right. So, right. Let me explain it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go to you see, stay there. Let's stay there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I'm saying because this is cool. You know, when we come here is to learn. You know, so let me sit down when I read stuff, I'm learning new things in my mind. I'm like, oh, I didn't see it that way before. So look, Isaiah 63:1 says this. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garment from Boza? This that is glorious in his apparel. Now read your part.
Out from Edom.
Let's read it. You'll get it. You will get it.
Get it.
You know?
So read it again.
Right.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 3.
Right.
Yahweh came from Tema, and the Holy One,
right,
from Mount Paran.
Right, from Mount Paran.
Selah. His glory covered the heavens.
Let me read it again. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garment from Bozrah? It's like this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Who is mighty to save? Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
So when he said he come from there, he means that he went to lick down.
You mean what?
Licking down, destroying our enemies. So when you hear Teman, when you hear Amalek, when you hear Esau, these are the enemies, man. Read it, you will get it. As you read it, you will understand it, man. Carry on.
Read it again.
You read it, verse 3, you will get it. So you're a reader. If you're a reader, you're supposed to know what you're reading. So it's good that you're asking the question. I'm explaining.
Shall I read it again?
Yeah.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 3.
Right.
Yahweh came from Tema, and the Holy One.
So it doesn't mean that Yahweh is from Teman. So the Bible says in Hebrews 7:14 that it is evident that the Savior, Yahweh Shai, came from who? Judah. So this is like a literature, this is like a figurative speech. Carry on.
Yahweh came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Selah. His glory.
Selah means pause.
Oh, yeah?
You know? Yeah.
It's in Psalms as well. Like.
Yeah, that's when you speak, you have to pause. You can't be speaking. Sometimes I tend to speak, you have to pause.
Pause, yeah.
Carry on.
It's good for the lungs too.
And sometimes it's reflection. Selah.
Yeah. Wow. Pause.
You know? Yeah, carry on.
His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise.
And the earth was full of his praise, right? And that's what's coming slowly. Carry on. And that's what's coming slowly.
Verse 4.
Right?
And the brightness.
Because these people are being destroyed, man. You lot don't know. Behind the scene, they're crying, man. They can't believe that they spend billions of dollars and pounds to hide this information, but it's finding on the table, man. That's why they hate Kanye.
It seems like it's breaking down a bit, though, like mentally.
It's not easy, man.
Lost billions, he lost.
Yeah, but that's
sponsors.
nothing. What's money? What's money, man?
No, not even that.
You don't give a shit about that, man. What's money?
But I won't say his world is crumbling down, but man's clearly uncomfortable, you get me?
Yeah, but
it's going through it, man.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. We're going through it too. You know, carry on. Carry on.
Verse 4. And his brightness was as the light.
Was as the light, yeah.
He had horns coming out of his hand.
He has horns coming out of his what?
Hand.
Right?
And there was the hiding of his power.
Right. Carry on.
Verse 5. Before him went the pestilence.
You see that? Before him was something is coming on this earth, man. People need to wake up. Something bad is coming on this earth, man. Yo, my sister, do you know you're an Israelite? Just know that you're an Israelite. Okay? Huh? I didn't hear you.
She said something.
She said she's I don't know, man. Yeah, carry on, my lad. So the pestilence are coming, man. Trouble, worries, pain is coming again. And this time it will be worse than in 2022, 2020, man. You know, we're crying when COVID was around, right? You ain't seen nothing yet. Read it.
Verse 5. Before him
Right?
went the pestilence,
Right?
and burning coals
Right?
went forth at his feet.
The war is coming, man. War is coming. War is coming, man. We see what's happening right now in Ukraine. There's power shortages, man. People without without electricity, man. Blackouts.
It's like that Nigeria as well, like they run out of electricity and that.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago, man. It never happened in Europe. It's starting now. Every country in Europe will feel the Yahweh Shai return, man. And before I return, what did he say? Before I return, he released pain. He released war. He released situation, poverty, hardship, blackouts. That's what's coming, man. You know, carry on, we'll see what he says. Read it, we'll see what he says, man. This beautiful gospel. You know?
Verse 6. He stood
Right?
and measured the earth,
Right?
beheld,
Right?
and drove asunder the nations.
Right, and drove asunder the nation. And you nations, you wicked nations, you have it coming your way, you know. You have it coming your way. The Most High ain't gonna spare you, man. He's gonna destroy you. Okay? So that's that. You finish, and then we go to Revelation 18.
And the everlasting mountains
Yeah.
was scattered.
Right?
The perpetual hills did bow.
And the mountain mean the government, the powers. These government and powers, they'll be thrown down, they'll be destroyed, man.
His ways are everlasting.
And his ways are everlasting. So that kingdom will be everlasting, man. We will rule in this kingdom. The so-called blacks and the so-called Hispanic will be the next rulers, man. But you gotta keep the law. You know? Revelation 18, Malak. Revelation 18. We're gonna start at 1. We're gonna read it. You know? We're gonna read it. We're gonna read the words. We're gonna prophesy to the winds. Because these words are powerful, man.
This
You
is
know?
Revelations chapter 18,
Right.
verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And after these things,
Right.
I saw another angel
Right.
come down from heaven,
Right.
having great power,
Right.
and the earth was lightened with his glory.
Right.
Verse 2.
And you see what's happening right now. There is a glory that is visiting the earth. And that's how the Israelites are able to know who they are now. There is a light, man. We're no longer in darkness like that. That darkness is slowly going away. You know? Bring it out, man. Bring it out, man. Bring the source.
Verse 2. And cried mightily with a strong voice,
Right?
saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
See, Babylon the Great is fallen, man.
Is fallen,
It's fallen, man.
and has become the habitation of devils.
So that means that's two ways, twofold. You know, it also means that America will never be inhabited after, you know, it's destroyed by missile. It will never be inhabited. But also it means, it talks about the spiritual, you know, state that is in right now, all the way to destruction. But the destruction starts from the, you know, one layer, second layer, level 1, level 2, level 3, until it's utterly destroyed, man. So carry on.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Right? This place is full of foul spirit, man.
And a cage,
You know?
of every unclean
Right.
and hateful bird.
Right. And that unhealthful bird is all those demons flying around in the cities and, you know, in the capital, in the sea, in all the cities, man. Whether it's Europe or America.
What, pigeons?
No, Malak.
Ah, it's not one, yeah.
It's like when he said, I told you, yes, it will be literature. It will be literal. You have bird, all these clean birds, those, you know, those big birds, how do you call it? They call them charognard in French. Those birds that go and eat dead bodies.
Oh, like not crows. There's vultures.
Vultures and that. All these, they'll be living there. They'll be living in that place. But also spiritually, it means demons and spirits as well. Unclean bird and all of that. Because the Bible has twofold, man. We can never read something and say, oh, it's one fold. No, it always have meaning, different, you know, double meaning and different angles. And different, you know, you have to be careful when you read the Bible. So even now, it talks about Babylon. Babylon feels like that right now spiritually. And also, before something becomes physical, it's first, it is spiritual. You know, carry on reading.
Verse 3. All the nations have drunk of the wine.
Right. So right.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her.
Of the wrath of her fornication,
fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right, you just have to look at the G7, G8, G20, the UN, you know, the NATO, all of these governments, that's what they do, they get together to do wickedness, man.
And the mansions,
you know, America is the one that leading the way, you know, and England as well. Carry on.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
Right, and that's why to make money you have to be in bed with who? With Esau, man. All our people that make money, they're in bed with Esau, man. You know, that's the way of Babylon, that's the way of America, that's the way of Europe, that's the way of England. Being president in Africa, you have to know people in that system. The European and the American system. You know? Carry on, Malak.
Verse 4. I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
So we have to come out of this madness, man.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right, and you be not partaker of the sin of a sin, man.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
And you receive not of her plagues. Okay, carry on.
Verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
For her sin have reached unto heaven.
And Yahweh have remembered her iniquities.
And Yahweh have remembered her iniquities.
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Right, so carry on.
And double unto her double according to her works.
Right, so what she did to the children of Israel, what the American, the English, the European and that did to us, they will pay for that. You know? Hello, my sister. Hello? Sister. Hello?
Hello?
No, I think she's on the phone.
Yeah, she got
the phone. She just came from the station. Yeah, carry on.
And double unto her double.
And double, so whatever they did to us, that's what they're going to pay, bro. They're going to pay for everything they did to us, man. Double. And that's how you know that these other nations will go into slavery too.
According to her works.
Right, because you're going to be paid according to your works. Aren't you paid according to your works? When you go to Esau to do your job, you're paid according to your performance, right? Same thing, man. That's just common sense. That's just logic, you know? Carry on.
In the cup which she have filled her. In the cup which she have filled, filled to her, double.
Right, carry on.
Verse 7. How much she hath gloried herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Damn! So how they're living right now, that's how they're gonna feel the pain, bro. You see how they're living right now, carefree, they do whatever they want. That's how they're gonna feel the pain, man. The Most High would utterly destroy this other nation, man. They will utterly destroy Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai will utterly destroy these wicked, these heathens, man. And we will be, while we're rising, you lot are going down. While the so-called Negroes and the so-called Hispanics are rising, you other nations are going down, man. So enjoy it while it lasts.
That's enjoy it.
Enjoy it while it lasts, man. Be carefree. Do whatever you want. Thinking that you're untouchable. Do what you have to do, man. Brother Mosiah gonna get you. He will get you, man. And when you least expect it. Because they say karma is a bitch.
Yeah.
So where are you? What verse are you?
7.
Yeah, read verse 3. Verse 8, right?
Hold on. 9, finish 7.
Okay.
Verse 7. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously,
Right?
so much torment and sorrow give her.
Woo!
For she saith in her heart, I sit
Right?
a queen and am no widow
Right.
and shall see no sorrow.
Right. So these people think they will go on in a madness and nothing will happen to them. You know?
Verse 8. Therefore
Right?
shall her plagues come in one day.
Right. You see that? So there'll be like that one day. It will be sudden. Yeah, because you say, oh, I'm coming like a thief. When the thief comes to your yard, let them come knocking your door and say, yo, I'm coming to steal, you know. That's not what he does, you know. He's creeping. While you're sleeping, or while you're out doing something or working, he get in by the back door or wherever, he break into it and then get what he has to go in, what he has to get and come out and it's gone. And that's how Yahweh come, man. He will come destroy you heathens, man. You know? Is that A on that?
Verse 8.
Carry on.
Verse 8. Therefore
Right?
shall her plagues come in one day.
Therefore shall a plague come in one day.
Death
Right?
and mourning and famine.
Right?
And she shall be utterly
That's
burned
right.
with fire.
That's right. And the fire is that war that you see in between Ukraine and Russia. That's the building up. That is the building up. And also, when they come with the chariot, when the angel Yahweh shall come with the chariot, they'll be coming with that burning fire, man. Zapping you people up, man. Alright? Yeah, they don't turn on, no.
For strong is the Lord God,
See?
who judgeth her.
Who judges us, man? It's beautiful, man. Kalayam la, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Wahab, Wahab, Wahab. Right? So now go to 2nd Esdras 14 and 19. 2nd Esdras 14 and 19, man. That's right. 2nd Esdras 14 and 19, man. Yeah, I know.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras,
Right?
chapter 14, verse 19.
Bring that out.
Then answered I before thee,
Right?
and said, verse 20,
Right?
Behold, Lord,
Right?
I will go as thou hast commanded me,
Right?
and reprove
Right?
the people
Right?
which are present.
Right. So that's what we're doing, man. We are commanded to go and tell them about the thing, these so-called Negroes and Hispanics, and tell these other nations that they will perish very soon. Their kingdom is going down. Right? Now, let's go to first. You're not finished, right? Is it what? Is it 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
But they shall be which are present now, but they that shall be born afterwards,
right?
Who shall admonish them? Thus the world is set in darkness.
Right, see that?
And they that dwell therein are without light.
Right, so that's what's going on right now, man. So we have to go and tell people. People say, oh, what's the point of going now? You have to go and scream, man. You have to go and do the work. If it's in your spirit to do the work, you know, you can't be, if someone say, yo, you know that you need, but you don't want to do the work. Come and do the work, man. Can't be cheating in this thing, man. Come and do the work. You know? Yeah, let's go to 1 Corinthians 10. You know? 1 Corinthians 10 and 20, man. What does he say? What are the words say? What them say? What them say?
1 Corinthians what? 10:20.
You know? What he's saying. People say, what he's saying.
What's he saying?
What he's saying. You know?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20.
Right?
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
Right. So this place is full of devil worshipping. And that's how people want to do, man. We're not supposed to be, you know, sacrificing to no devils. We are priests, man. We're a nation of priests. I'm talking about the Negroes and the Hispanic, of course.
Yeah.
You have a nation, we know what you lot doing, man.
Okay, ready for the topic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 20. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to God, Yahweh. And I would, and not to Yahweh. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
So we should separate ourselves from this English madness, man. We should separate ourselves from their ways of living, because they're heathens. To them were given the law and the ways, but to us was given the law and the ways. So we can't be like them. They can do wickedness and they will prosper. When we do wickedness, we find ourselves in jail, we get killed, we murdered. All sort of madness happened to us, man, and our families. So we have to come out of that, man. You know? Let's go to Psalm 50. Let's start 20. You know? Psalm 50, let's start 20, man.
Okay, it's the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Right, and that's what they do, man. This is what they do, this heathen. That's what they do. We don't want to do like them. We're supposed to it's not finished. We're supposed to help, you know, and honor, you know, our parents. You know, we have a way. The Israelite man, you know, the Israelite man and women and family, they have a way. We respect our elders, we respect our brothers, we love our brothers. It's only in these settings that you see brothers and brothers going against each other. That gang shit, we took it from them. It's part of the curse, but we took it from them. For that curse to be activated, the Most High had to put us against this wicked, in that society, so we can learn their ways, so the curse can be activated. You understand that?
Mad still.
Right.
It's mad still. I'm not laughing at the situation.
Right.
No, just it's passionate. Yeah.
Carry on.
Okay. Verse, I believe 21. These things hast thou done.
That's right.
And I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one. And thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself.
Right.
But I will reprove thee.
Right. So we're gonna reprove all that wickedness going on with our brothers and sisters, man.
And set
we're gonna tell them to come out of Babylon, man.
Bro.
Yeah, carry on.
and set them in order before thine eyes.
Right, we're supposed to set our people in order, man. We're supposed to set our people in order, man. You know? We're
Your
supposed to let them know,
sister,
man.
your sister,
They're busy, that's the thing, they're busy, they have things to do. She wanna get some, you know, some deep. She's looking for some Bangala, so she can't listen to the word right now. But when there's no Bangala, she will listen to the word. It's only when they find themselves in situation, dire situation, in prison, you know, facing death. That's when they follow Yahweh. You know? But we have to do the work, man. We can't stop.
like I said earlier, seek me early, innit?
Right.
You won't.
But you shall not find me.
Won't find me.
You know what I'm saying?
It's deep though.
Right. So carry on. Verse 23.
Verse 23.
Right.
Whoso offereth praise,
Right.
glorifieth me.
Right, so you see, when you praise in the Yahweh, meaning when you seek in Yahweh, when you put Yahweh before everything else, what happened?
Glorifieth me.
Right, carry on.
And to him that ordereth
Right,
his conversation
Uh-huh.
aright,
right.
will I shew the salvation
Now
of
show the
Yahweh.
salvation of Yahweh. Man.
Good.
So we're doing the work. It's hard. We despise, but at the end of the day, Lord willing, Yahweh Tzah, we may get our salvation, man. You know, in order to get something, you have to put in work. Right now, we're putting in work. You know? Let's go to Isaiah 30. What does Isaiah 30 says? You know, we'll be out of here soon, man. It's too cold. You have to do the work. You know?
What verse?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, this is the book of Isaiah,
Right?
chapter 30, verse 1.
Right?
Woe to the rebellious children.
War mean what? Destruction. So woe to the rebellious children, carry on.
Saith the Lord,
Right?
that take counsel, but not of me.
Right, so you shouldn't take counsel of Esau, man. Take counsel from Yahweh. Don't learn the ways of the heathen, man. Wake up, Israel, wake up, you so-called black and Hispanic and Latinos. Wake up, man. You are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. You're the real Jews that the Bible speaks of, man. You know? Carry on.
And that cover with a covering,
Right?
but not of my spirit,
Right?
that they may add sin to sin.
Right.
Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt,
See that?
and have not asked at my mouth.
Right, and Egypt is all those philosophies, you know, the ways of the heathens. Because they're the new Egyptian, they're the spiritual Egyptian, you know. Because if you go into the secret society, they do everything like the ancient Egyptian did, man. It's nothing but idol worship and, you know, satanic worship, man. You know?
To strengthen themselves
Right?
in the strength of Pharaoh,
Right.
and to trust in the shadow
Right.
of Egypt.
So my sister, what country are you from? Right. So
Amen.
you're an Israelite, yeah? Take care.
Take care.
All right, so let's read it.
Verse 3,
Uh-huh.
therefore
Right?
shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Right. So you people that rely in this system, you should be ashamed when that time come. Right now you're not feeling it, but right now you're good. You know? But the time is coming, man. Very soon you will see, man. There's a reason why, you know, today there's a talk of being an Israelite, you know, are you a Jew, are you not? There's a reason why, you know, the Most High is preparing, it's building up, the pressure is building up, man. Alright? Carry on.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt,
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt,
your confusion.
right. See that? So you will be confounded
Confused, man.
when the time comes, man. You get what I'm saying?
Hallelujah.
Right. So let's go down to Revelation 21. Let's start 7. You know? Revelation 21, let's start 7, man. 7 and 8.
It's the book of Revelation,
Right?
chapter 21, verse 7.
Right?
He that overcometh
right?
shall inherit all things.
So we have to overcome, man. When you're in this truth, you have to overcome. It's not easy, but when you come in this truth, now like you know the Israelite, and you follow the way and follow the code, you gotta persevere until the end, man. It's not gonna be easy, but you got to persevere. You know? Carry on.
And I will be his God.
Right?
And he shall be my son.
Right.
Verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake burneth with fire and brimstone.
Exactly. So when you come in this truth, the exercise is to change your ways to the best of ability.
Which is the second death.
Right. The second death is that fire that's coming. We all know that the second death is the fire, and it's on its way.
Yeah, you don't want to be part of that, man.
You don't want to be part of that, man. No. You know, Isaiah 4 and 21.
No.
Yeah. You know? Gotta be sincere in this truth. It's okay to fall, but get up, man. Fall and 21.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 21. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, and the truth is in Yahweh Shai. Verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
You have to put off the old man, man.
Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts.
Right, so you know the awakening comes with that as well. The awakening comes with getting rid of the old man.
It's not easy though.
It's not easy, but you gotta keep on going.
Trust me, day by day.
Don't stop, carry on.
Not perfect,
you know.
Try it.
You have to try, man.
Pray,
you know.
You slip.
Carry on, don't give up. You know, John 16 and 2, and that'll be the last precept. John 16 and 2. You know? You gotta do the word, you know. You gotta do the word, you gotta keep the law, rehearse the righteous act. You know, you gotta get your house in order, you know, your temple in order to learn the new ways, you know, embrace the new ways. You know, it comes with a lot of challenges, a lot of hardship and that, you know, because you got to be refined. And gold is only refined through fire. So since you destined to be gold, but you're going to go through that fire, man. It's that simple, you know? Carry on.
This is John chapter 16, verse 2.
Right.
They shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time coming that whosoever killeth you will think that he that he doeth Yahweh's service.
That's it. So that's what's going to happen. The persecution that's coming toward us is because they're thinking that they're doing you a favor. They will hate us, man. So be prepared as much as you're happening that you're an Israelite and you read the promises, you know, the kingdom and that. You know, you got to understand that there's a persecution that's coming out as well. The Bible says clearly in Act 14 and 22 that it's through much tribulation that we will get to the kingdom. Right? So with that, hopefully you were edified. You know, we will turn to the east. And Kalayallah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Waha, Wadah. Kalayallah, Yahweh, Bashem. Let's do it again. Kalayallah, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Waha, Wadah. Death to Babylon. You know, death to Babylon. Abad Baba, Exodus, movement of Yahweh people. You know, Shalom.
Shalom.